Moon, what's up? Had to leave Tommy alone because Tommy was over there hating. You know, he's raving about this Jay-Z album and he only heard 4 songs. Talking about it's better than Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole. He ain't feeling alright. I understand he's an old head too, but better than Cole album? No. Wow, Queen Leo from the 502 is in here. Woo, what's up? Yeah, we saw Jay take a couple of bars. We saw that. Who saw that first, y'all? Tell me you saw Gilly talking about him stealing his album. Y'all saw that?
So I was, listening to the new Jay-Z album. That shit hot, man. Shout out to you, Hov. But I'm a nigga that gotta keep it real, baby. That's all I know how to do is keep it real, baby. You got a line on there, you say, I want to give you $1 million worth of game for $9.99. Don't just try to steal my shit like that, ho. Caught you with your hand in the cookie jar, nigga. $1 million worth of game, that's my shit. I just dropped the album called $1 Million Worth of Game, and it's for $9.99. You wasn't trying to get that to him. I was giving that to him. Like the album, though. Nigga, but I caught you with your hand in the cookie jar, nigga.
Oh, Jay got caught with the hand in the cookie jar. Now, we've heard him say that I'm giving you $1 million worth of game all the time. Jay just took it and ran with it as he always does. But let's not hold that against him, shall we? Let's go into reviewing this album. Now, what is the song everybody's raving about the most? And the song everybody's raving about the most is a song called Kill Jay-Z. I've seen people rave about that the most. Then some people said Moonlight and all this other stuff. Listen, I like the OJ song. I like the flow for the OJ tune and everything else. But this seems like a production of an album and that was meant for another rapper, not Jay-Z. On some of these beats, he don't belong. These are mostly Kanye West type beats. No I.D. No I.D. did the whole track and the whole album. And the reason why that was done was because of the simple fact that Kanye West brought No I.D. to Jay-Z. No I.D. my mentor, so let the story begin. Yeah. So let the story begin. No I.D. my mentor. He brought No I.D. in to get this money with Jay. Jay chose No I.D. to do his whole album. To show Kanye, I don't need you. I got your buddy. I got your mentor. And I'm dissing you on a song Your mentor gave me the beat for. People in Chicago been talking about that. That's all they've been talking about here in Chicago. Everybody else talking about the album. No, they've been talking about that. On the south side of Chicago, they talking about that. Because where Dion come from, the whole thing, connection with him, they got it all laced out. The OJ track is dope. The tracks ain't the problem. Some of the songs that are on there are just not, they're like, it's not really a Jay-Z type song. Kanye would have killed this. But this is not for Jay. Jay's dropping knowledge on the song. I knew the 444 song is the song he was going to choose to start breaking things down and talking about Beyonce, and he apologized. People forget about he's apologized to the girl he had the baby with and they had the stillborn. People skipped over that. They just worried about the Beyonce part. And if you listen to the Beyonce part, you wonder why Beyonce stayed with him in the first place. When he proposed that they, become a serious couple, instead of saying, let's do this, and he was like, don't embarrass me. Who want to date? What chick would date a guy who say, don't embarrass me? Now we going steady now. And I'm listening to all this, and I'm like, well, he let the cat out the bag, and what everybody in the industry already knew. We all knew you were banging every chick in the industry, and then you were banging the chicks all outside the industry. I mean, slutty interns, backup vocalists. The studio was nothing but a hotel room for Jay. We all knew this. It was no surprise to us. But we didn't want to tell on the man. Now, on the Kill Jay-Z song, he talks about the Kanye rant. But you never really address the fact why he's ranting. Y'all want to make Kanye look crazy, but why is he ranting? You talking about the 20 million you gave Kanye. If you gave Kanye 20 million, you know you made about 60 or 80 off of him. Kanye West is the reason your career still extended. You were done. Kanye West did your whole Blueprint 3 album. Everything else you've been living off Kanye. Watch the Throne is Ye. And you stopped him and Drake from making an album because you knew it was going to make you obsolete. And now you done latched on to losers like Meek Mill. It's like, are you serious? This is what the Jay-Z album is. And the reason I'm doing this now is because I like to let songs stick with me for a while, And play it over and over, but everybody's beating my head in like, yo, man, you gotta do a review for 444. I'm like, see, these are the new age people. New age people, this is what they do. They listen to an album 2 times. They don't even listen to all the songs. And, man, this album cold, man. New age people. You guys are all academic types. I'm quite sure he has a review of the album up already and talking about how great and outstanding it is. Because that's what they do. They listen about 2-3 times and they say, this is awesome. This is amazing because everybody's talking about it and it's trending on social media. Now, listening to the actual album all the way through, no interruptions. Lyrics go right through me. I can hear Jay-Z clearly. And that's probably a shock to a lot of people. So listening to Jay-Z's album completely, before they took it down off YouTube, I said, man, this is pretty interesting. This album is about my response to Kanye West, my response to Lemonade, which is about 2 years old. My mom comes out as a lesbian on the album. What else? Brothers are stupid. And I got a lot of money. This is what you should do with your money. That's 444. Jay-Z mom basically comes out as a lesbian on the album. This album is Jay-Z's most personal album. And if you listen to the album, that's what you're going to do. You got the song Adness on there. Remember Adness? Adness is his father. Adness Carter and Gloria Reeves. When you saw, they were like, who is Gloria? Gloria Carter, I'm like, that's his mom. Adness is his father. That's why the song is dedicated to his father. Well, I heard the Adness thing on there. Might not have made your playlist, but I heard it in the list that they had for me. Believe me, it don't make or break the album. I'm just letting y'all know who Adness is. Adness Carter is his father. Listen to the Jay-Z album and you will hear Jay-Z's mother on the song. Was it Smile, I think it is? And she comes out as a lesbian, basically, on the album. Y'all tell me, y'all heard the album. Well, Bam is dope. Jay-Z's gonna drop gems. It's just that this is the first album Jay-Z has had. This is the first album Jay-Z's had that's basically he had something to say. I'm mad that he didn't use Kanye. He did use Kanye. He used Kanye to kick all this off. Why you think Kanye's name is in the trending topics right now? He didn't use Kanye. He did use Kanye. Kill Jay-Z. I'm going to kick this right off with dissing Kanye West. Kick him while he down. But why is he down, Jay? What did you do, Jay, to keep him down? How was he musically dead for years when he had the #1 album out? They screwed up his Pablo album, which was better than anything they'd ever put out. He used you, G. Now I see how you let that dude infiltrate. It was the best Jay-Z album he's probably put out since, I would say, American Gangster. When I say this album, I would say Black Album, but American Gangster was dope, but he really didn't have too much to say in that album. But the beat, the actual beats in there was incredible. The production, incredible. But this is better than the last couple of Jay-Z albums you've heard. Because he had nothing to talk about. This time he had things to talk about. And he's talking about stuff that's like 2 years ago. Or a year old. The Kanye rant was like last year, wasn't it? He talking about that. That stuff is old. Lemonade was like almost 2 years ago, wasn't it? Ain't nobody thinking about Lemonade no more. He was supposed to come out then. This is how old most of this stuff is. He got 7 songs he done did, at least 7 that he's did with Boy Wonder. None of those songs, a lot of those songs are not on the album. He only took the 10 songs that he did with No I.D. and put them on the album. As to stick it to Kanye West. To say, I got your mentor on here doing my song. Now, if you know I.D., everybody on the south side of Chicago is talking about this situation with you and Kanye West. Like, what's going on with you and Ye? Because why would you be cool? Why would you be cool with doing a beat when Jay-Z is dissing Kanye? The guy who brought you to Jay. He came out and said, No I.D. my mentor. No I.D. didn't even know him. He was like, wow, man, thanks for saying that, man. Shoot, I'm glad I was your mentor. And he brought No I.D. into the game deep. And for that to happen, this is what the south side of Chicago is talking about right now. Believe me, they ain't thought about nothing else about this album except for that. Man, what's going on with Dion and Ye, man? I know, Dion, No I.D. hung out with Common, of course, everybody know that. But No I.D. taught basically 3 people. It was Dirt, Sperm, and SC. There was no Kanye West. Those 3 were the main ones who learned from No I.D. how to make beats. And I've already told you, SC is one of the best beat makers around that I've ever heard. Kanye West just happened to blow up emulating what they were doing. So he came a little later after them. And Sean Lett from 87. Still ripping it to this day. No, not Lil Durk. Sean Lett from 87. He used to rap with Common all the time. He's still ripping to this day. I wish he put his stuff out on iTunes. Him and Von Doe and all these guys out there that was in the game on 87 kicking it. They know him for a fact. Kanye was coming up with them. They got pictures and everything with Ye. When Ye was a little dude trying to get on in the spot. So something had to happen. Believe me, South Side of Chicago definitely is talking about this. I've gotten text messages about it. Everybody's like, yo, that's kind of low down. What happened with Dion and my mans, man. Ye, something happened there. Absolutely, Danny boy. So people gonna want to ask, you know, what's going on with that pretty soon. So the Kill Jay-Z joint that he made, the beat is tight. Don't get me wrong. Why are you asking me that Jay cheat on Beyonce? She know Jay cheated on her. What he's basically saying is his mother's a lesbian. And smile. That's why his mom's on the song. If you're understanding what's going on, Jay-Z is telling you, and the mom is telling you that she's a lesbian. Hey, if y'all didn't pick that up, he didn't just apologize to Beyonce. Do you realize there's 2 verses to that song? The first verse, he is apologizing to Beyonce for all the uckery he's done. And then he apologizes to the lady who had his first child when the baby was born, stillborn, and all that stuff. He still remembers that and still has the emotions of that. He put himself in there. This album here is an introspective look into the personal life of Jay-Z. That's what makes the album something else. Okay, it takes it and puts it on another plateau because of what he was talking about on the songs. Everybody else is gonna say this, and if Jay-Z would have said 3, 4, 5, y'all would have turned that into 6, 6, 6 some type of way. Come on, man. Get smart. Y'all too busy focused on the stupidity. Y'all don't even notice the real stuff that's happening right in front of your face. They just went up on tax on soda. So now all the tax that you're going to be getting hit with is on soda. You go into the bank and about 3 people working there. You go, man, 3 people working in the bank and all these tellers. You go to Walmart. Walmart's the biggest corporation in the world. Sam Watson or whatever. Or whatever his name is, Sam Walmart or whatever his name is. He owns everything. He owns Sam Club, he owns Walmart. They own everything. They're the #1 business in the world. But walk into Walmart and see how many lanes is open. Sam Walton. Okay, there you go. How many lanes is open? They the biggest corporation in the world, and you mean to tell me you can't hire enough people to keep them on the lanes, to keep the lanes open? You want me to check myself out? Go in the store, ring myself up, and bag it myself. You're like, wait a minute. What's going on here? Because you're not paying attention. You know what you paying attention on? Yo, so-and-so in the Illuminati. Look how he hold his hand up. See how he did that? That's an Illuminati thing. Yep, that's what's going on. And you ain't noticing what's going on right in front of your face. They've been selling you food that's killing you. And you don't care. You buy it anyway. Because it's cheap. But so-and-so in the Illuminati. You don't believe the food is killing you? What do you think white folks eat? Where do you think they shop? They're into organic foods. They're into artesian water. They're into Brita. They're into everything that you are not into. They're in Whole Foods. Matter of fact, they have it where food is shipped to them. They don't even go to the store. They have special organic foods shipped to them. But yet and still, you keep wondering why you're dying out. So and so is sick. Y'all got high blood pressure. It runs in our family. No, eating bad is running through your family. Not taking care of yourself is running through your family. You eating foods that's going to help give you cancer. Why? Because they want to make money off your elimination. Meaning that the more you get sick, the more you're going to spend your money on health stuff, on medication, on hospital visits. Everything to keep you making bills and paying till you go. That's what it's about. You know, I'm not saying I'm the healthiest eater in the world, but I do eat healthy. I always make sure I have steamed vegetables. I don't want it cooked in no oil. I want it cooked with steam. I don't tear my body down with drugs, alcohol, and everything else. That's why I look so good. People are like, how old are you? I'd be like, I'm amazing, you know. Hair is good. You take care of the temple will take care of you. Just stop worrying about who in the Illuminati. This dude is gay. He's sleeping with him. They have a special room. They did a handshake. I took the picture and put it on the internet. That's doing nothing for you. So if Jay-Z's in the Illuminati, who cares? It don't mean anything. If he was, or if he isn't, or if he did a blood sacrifice, they killed him. Nobody died natural no more. Everybody had made a big conspiracy to kill the guy that's making $25,000 in the game. They killed him, man, because he was saying something on the internet. You think they care about what somebody say? They own the country. What do they care about what you gonna say when they run everything? You doubt that they do? Long as you stay divided, they're fine. They're not worried about it. Now, try to unify first. Then you can start seeing some stuff and start talking. Try to unify. How many of y'all talk to people in your neighborhood and unify with them? You don't trust them at all. But yet and still, you worrying about what they're doing. Oh, this is the Jay-Z topic, Grace. They tried to turn this into a Jay-Z and Illuminati conversation. Now, back to the album and hand. This is like I told you, it is a close, personal view of Jay-Z opening the door and let you into his private life, which they both have been keeping the door shut. As he emphasizes very much in that song he's apologizing to Beyonce about how they have natural twins. Did you catch that line? Why do you think he emphasized the fact we have natural twins? Because this is the first time she actually had the children. The first one was a surrogate. But doesn't mean this was a full natural birth. But we won't go there. I just wanted to let you know to see was you guys paying attention to lyrics, and you guys don't. But it's okay. But overall, the best song on the album, like, it's too early for that. I mean, right now, Bam jumps out at you. I like the OJ song. I really like the tempo and the flow to the OJ song, where he's educating y'all, telling y'all about buying property and all of these things. Most people, like old heads like Thomas, he love to hear that type of stuff. But to me, that's cool, but it's bull crap. Like him bailing the dudes out, all the dads, for Father's Day so they can spend time at home. That's bull crap. You know, that's all promotion. You know, anybody can tell somebody to stay in school. But what are you doing actually to help them stay in school? What programs did you got in place to help educate these people, to tell them how to spend their money on property? What are you doing for the young rappers that's coming in the game? Do you have like basically counseling for them to tell them how to spend their money and not do it recklessly? What are you doing to actually help these people except for belittling them? It makes you seem like you're higher than them because you're there. Like, I'm here. You should have invested. See, you guys get your money, you need to invest. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to do this. How do we do that? Give us some examples. Give us the patterns of what we need to be doing, Jay-Z, so we can become just like Jay-Z. Help us out. Put us in the right direction. Point us in the direction of where we need to go. Anybody could say that. So anybody like, man, see, Jay-Z showing them what they need to be doing. He is. He coming off a little bit to me as arrogant. Rock Nation management. Yeah, so you got to be a part of Rock Nation in order for you to be managed. It's Karceno, a.k.a. Mr. P in the shower. But overall, the album isn't bad. It isn't outstanding. It's a good album. And it's the best album Jay-Z has put out. It's better than that Magnet garbage. It's better than Blueprint 3. It's definitely better than Kingdom Come. Throw all them in the trash. Picasso, baby. Yeah, throw all that junk right in the trash. Like, open that up. No, see some of these songs, Picasso, baby, the beat was tight. Jay just really wasn't saying nothing. I never put my face in Fox Box and all that stuff and all that crazy. I mean, that stuff was trash. Boom, boom, boom. Tom Ford. Boom, boom, boom. Tom Ford. I'm like, open up that trash container. Out there with your lying ass. I'm like, open up that trash container. Boom. Tom Ford. Straight trash. Jay-Z don't need to be doing those type of songs. Them songs are for 20-year-old people. You doing that type of song made it look ridiculous. So overall, the song, the album, if I have a 4-star rating, I would give it 2.5, which is a lot better than what I've been giving Jay-Z. The only song that I was on there that was decent that I liked on Magna Carta was Holy Grail. Holy Grail was supposed to be on the Throne album, but Jay wanted that to be the lead song of his album. So it was called Magna Carta. He changed it to Magna Carta Holy Grail because him and Kanye got into a fight for 3 days in Hawaii over that song. Kanye was like, we need that on the throne, man. Come on, man. What you doing? That song need to be on the throne. Nah, man. It's going to be for my album, man. We doing both albums at the same time. Kanye was doing his album and they was doing the throne at the same time. He's doing Magna Carta, Holy Grail at the same time. And in the mix of it, certain songs went to the album. Kanye was saving some of his best work for the Holy Grail album. Instead of putting it on his album, he was really putting a lot on the Holy Grail to make it, the Watch the Throne album, so it could blow up. Jay wanted to take the best songs and kind of keep them for his album. So when he had the song with him and Timberlake, he wanted that to be there. He was like, why would you do that? If that was the case, I could have kept Otis on my album. If we gonna do it that way. Because Otis wasn't even supposed to be on Watch the Throne. Otis was Kanye's song. Off his album. But he said, you know what? I'm going to put that on that song. Put that on that album. He had Power on that song. He had that was the My Dark Twisted Fantasy album. And he was doing that. He was able, Kanye is such a genius. He directed the Magna Carta album basically and gave him directions on where to go. He actually switched the sounds to make sure the Throne album didn't sound like My Dark Twisted Fantasy. And they recorded them at the same time. Do you know how difficult that is? When you're in one mind state to do this and have to go back to the other project you're doing and it's at a whole different tone. See, when Kanye makes an album, he doesn't do it like other people do it. They do make us one song here, one song there, one song here. And that's where Drake makes a mistake. Drake focused on songs. Kanye focused on the whole collaborative project of an album. And saying, this is the feel of the album from A to Z. This is how it used to be. Kanye is talented. He just has to be motivated. The thing about people don't understand about Kanye West is that he's an artist. Okay? And he has to be motivated. He cares. He's passionate about what he does. No matter about the money, no matter about anything, Kanye is passionate. His passion sometimes goes over the line of what other people be like, dog, you finna mess up the money. What the hell you doing? Sit down somewhere, man. What you mean? Dog, you talking to the money like that. And that's where it gets in the way. Because believe me, Kanye is transcendent way more than Jay-Z. He sold more records than Jay-Z. Y'all forgot that? Kanye has sold way more records than Jay-Z. It's not even close. Not even close. Kanye sold 10 million on his first record. Went diamond. 10 million. The most records Jay-Z has sold was the Hard Knock Life, where he sold 4 million records. And the next one sold like 3. Those, and ever since then, he's been selling 2 million. Kanye came out, sold 10, sold 7, sold 4, sold 5. Kanye West is killing him in album sales. Look at him, Tommy talking now. And I'm trying to tell him, nope, it's okay. Remember that Dynasty? Oh, the Dynasty album. See, that's the problem with Jay. Jay is not creative. He knows how to basically maximize what he can get off of other people's creativity. He can maximize on off of it. Jay needs direction. If you tell Jay, like, this is what the thing I got here and there, he's great at being able to come in, check his ego, and saying, okay, he's LeBron James. Basically. He's LeBron James. Put other great players around him, and he can facilitate like, That's what he does. Kanye used to come in there and tell Jay, this is what we doing, Jay. We doing it like this, see? It's like this. Bop, 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 bop. Kanye would make the hook. He would create the story. That's how Encore, remember, you go online, you see him coaching Jay-Z how to do Encore. Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Every song Kanye did, he did that with Jay. So Jay will have an idea. So all Jay got to do is rap. Kanye gave him the direction. This is like 50 Cent, what he did with Game. If somebody make a hook to the song, all you got to do is basically rap. You know the direction where the song is going. Jay is not creative enough to do that. He's good at emulating what's already hot. If something's hot already, Jay can come off that and do the same thing. And when it runs out, then he scraps it and go to something else. We went over this, I think, yesterday. When the Neptune sounds was out, he got with Pharrell. And all that. All that ridiculous music. He oversaturated the entire music market with that Pharrell songs. All that sound. Yeah, I just wanna love you. All that stuff. And album 3 was like, volume 3 was based off those type of beats. And it was just not good. The whole Dynasty album was made with those little cheap arcade type beats that was hot for that one little moment, and then that faded out. Everybody's like, all right, we gotta get out of this. This thing is depressing. And everybody went back to the soul sound and the samples. That was back in effect, which put the Neptunes like out of business. So, so that's when he went with Kanye and went to the Blueprint, and that's what made Blueprint so epic. They wanted to hear Jay-Z rap again on some real beats. They was, man, this is fire. This dude Kanye just came in and gave us some heat. And that made Just Blaze change up his thing. Because he was like, I got those beats too, Jay. You could have came to me. Once he saw and heard what Kanye was doing, he went and started making beats like Kanye. All these soul samples. And a lot of songs on the album, you thought that was Kanye was really Just Blaze. And you was like, he didn't do that beat? Yeah, he didn't do that. I'm like, no, Just Blaze did those beats. Kanye did some, and they was hot, but he got emulated by Just Blaze. If you don't believe it, go watch my Truth Behind Just Blaze and Kanye West beat, and you will get educated. And that's what Kanye told him. It's Kanye to the, not the imposters this time. Everybody started stealing his style that he was doing that really came from No I.D. With being able to cut a track up and take audio from one song and change the voice like through the wire and all that stuff and chop it up. SC was the best at chopping a track. Right, Dilla too, J Dilla. R.I.P. J Dilla. That was a real beat maker there. Because J Dilla could do for any artist. Some people can't do for every artist. J Dilla knew how to do it for, if you a trap dude from Houston, he got it. He got you. You from Detroit, got you. You from there, got you. East Coast, got you. I mean, production to the T. And shouts out to the 45 King. He don't get no credit. No credit. None. But the 45 King, come on. Making beats and scratching off the 45 record? 45 King, what's up? He used to have all the MCs in his basement. People never ever gave him credit. So as we stand here and we still go over the album, like I told you, the album was something else. And people believed Prodigy and about his situation. A lot of people was like, man, you got to talk about Prodigy. Man, I think they murdered Prodigy. I said, listen, Prodigy gave y'all a clear breakdown about the Illuminati live on a show. I don't know if y'all heard that. Y'all remember hearing that? How many of y'all remember hearing that? He gave y'all the true history behind the entire Illuminati and where it came from. And a lot of people believe that's what got him killed. Listen. They have no reason to kill Prodigy. None. He doesn't affect any plans. He does not control a nation. Do you understand what I'm saying? He got the streets and people from Queens. And once he died, they maximized the effects because they love you when you're gone. When you gone, now Prodigy songs are everywhere. Prodigy posters, everything. New York radio is bumping Prodigy, but before, would Hot 97, would Power 105 play any Prodigy? Y'all in New York, y'all tell me. If y'all in New York, where they at, y'all tell me. Was y'all hearing anything from Prodigy or Mobb Deep before this? No. Once he died, all of these pop radio stations that would refuse to play their music basically on their stations, but would invite them in for interviews, they weren't doing nothing for him. If Mobb Deep had a project coming out, you know who used to promote them? Or some DJ Vlad. See, this is why I don't diss DJ Vlad. When people are like, man, Vlad ain't did this, Vlad ain't doing that. What are these radio stations doing? Y'all get mad at Vlad, but okay, if you mad at Vlad TV, get mad at your radio station. Vlad gave them a platform so they could be seen on the internet. Why would you diss him for that? Vlad is the feds. What is he the feds of? Who got locked up because of Vlad? Don't say nothing stupid on the camera. You indict yourself every day. These idiots indict themselves on camera every day. It ain't like somebody got a gun in your head telling you what to say. These idiots volunteer information every day online. So they Vlad the feds. No, stupid. You the one telling on yourself. What he did was give people a platform. He gave them a platform back when people weren't even thinking about hip hop. When everybody was being dictated to, all the guys that hip hop forgotten about, all those rappers, like my man from Brand Nubian. You know, when they put him on, and he was the main guy every time. He got it basically booked for shows. He got fame. Lord Jamal got fame just off of being on Vlad TV. Bigger than anything he got from Brand Nubian. He got more fame being in that than anything else. Look at this guy talking about something. You always hate on black people, but you don't hate on white people. You see? Everything we said. You see what we just talking about? How they distracted off everything? They don't listen to nothing that we've said that has been positive to them. You always say bring in something stupid. You want to look for somebody to blame. Okay. You want to blame all white people? Go ahead, blame all white people in the world. Okay, now what you going to do now? Okay, you blamed them, right? Now what's the next step? Exactly. Go have a seat. Now, now let's get to the, where were we? I don't get mad. It's just, it's the ignorance level of the questions. It's like we're picking the people because of color. Like, pick him out. Pick him out. No, I can't do that. He's not black enough. Give me that real dark-skinned guy. Yeah, you did it. Who does that? Like, that's just stupid. And nothing we said in here had anything to do based on color. We're dealing with the situation at hand. Hip-hop, old school hip-hop, they're being told at these radio stations, the program directors, it's all an agenda. It's all ran by these record labels as to what they're going to play on the radio, what they're going to feed down your throat. So all the hip-hop artists are coming out with music and you thought they just wasn't making any. You're like, man, well, where's he at? He's like, man, I've been dropping albums. They ain't promoting it. They don't even talk about it no more. So the internet became the outlet. And the people that had the platform wasn't even trying to put them out. Not even WorldStar. WorldStar was charging them big money to come on there. Vlad was doing it for free. Vlad was paying them to come on his page. Y'all didn't know that. Vlad be writing checks. Vlad was cutting checks saying, here, come do an interview with me, I'll give you a check. If it's doing good, I'll give you a check. Here's a check. Here's a check. Well, they got paid. Believe me, all the information you were getting that was in hip hop at that time, you weren't getting it off the radio station. You were getting it from DJ Vlad and people like Vlad. Forbes DVDs that ended up becoming, what's his name? Doggy Diamonds. He was doing this thing, because I remember Forbes DVD everywhere. Forbes DVD was doing their thing. There's a lot of people out there that was keeping it moving. And they were putting out information. So all these interviews and information you were getting from the artists that you didn't even see no more because the mainstream didn't want nothing to do with them. MTV wasn't doing nothing with them. BET wasn't doing nothing with them. What were they doing with your favorite artists? You didn't even hear about them no more. They was making records, and then most of them had to conform to make the garbage. They like, look, if you ain't making no garbage that sound like this crap that we bobbing to, we can't put a record out with you. He was like, all right, fine, I'll make 3 garbage songs like that. Cool, there you go. Get with the program, man. This is the new thing. All right, give me that garbage song. I'll play your garbage right after them. So then you get your airplay and they play that garbage song. People are like, man, he done fell off. What is he doing? So that was that. If hip-hop, real hip-hop was played, it was played at the 10 o'clock at night or midnight when they brought in K-Slay and all those dudes late at night. There wasn't nobody really kicking the real hip-hop off like that. Oh, you saw Rondo, right? You saw what happened with Rondo. Rondo got waived by the Chicago Bulls. So you know they just solidifying their position to get a seat at the bottom. They're gonna be battling the Brooklyn Nets for the worst team ever. Let's see what Dwayne Wade do now. You know what's gonna happen to Dwayne Wade? They're gonna trade him in the middle of the season. Watch what I tell you. They will trade Dwayne Wade in the middle of the season when they losing. He gonna get hurt or fake an injury and they gonna trade him. Yeah, they cut Rondo. Why would you keep him? You ain't going to the playoffs no more. You got your money. Y'all made it to the playoffs last year. People went out and they paid the money. That's all they needed. Of course not. They already got 6 championships. And this is breaking news right now. I heard that Paul George got traded to Oklahoma City with Russell Westbrook. Straight up. I just heard that right now. So you know right now I gotta go. So let me go ahead and get that done now. Y'all heard it first right here live in the chat. So I'm up right now. I gotta go.